entrepreneur. I know there's finance, sales, marketing, leadership, hiring, legal, HR, customer support. There's a lot of functions that you have in your business, yeah? But there's only two things if you want to be successful that you need to focus on. Number one, make it rain. We're talking about the exercise of selling your product, marketing your service, and bringing in cash. You need to understand that this is the absolute oxygen to your business. And put other ways, they say revenue is vanity. They say profit is sanity, because I've seen some huge revenue companies not making any profit. So if we're not making profit, what are we really doing? And you guys would be surprised. Like, check yourself on this, because there's many times I've checked myself and I'm like, are my goals, are my actions, are my thoughts, are my plans for my team oriented towards revenue, or are they oriented towards profit? Because I can tell you right now, it's very easy to sacrifice profit in the bottom line, what's left over after you pay for everything. It's very easy to sacrifice that for the vanity of revenue, because you want to tell people, oh, I got a $1 million business. Oh, I got a $2 million business. Oh, I got a $10 million business. Because your ego wants to trick you into thinking that this is what really matters, when the reality is that the bottom line, the profit, is always sanity. So when we talk about making it rain, we're talking about lead generation. We brought leads in the door. You can cold call to create leads. Run pay-per-click on Google to create leads. You can place ads on Facebook to create leads. But lead generation is, are you getting people's eyeballs and attention to your product or service? Do people know about you? Because your problem is not your product. Your problem is not that it's not good enough. Your problem is that people don't know who you are. The second problem that you might have is there may be people who know who you are, but you're not nurturing them. You're not building the conversation. And then we have conversion. When we talk about conversion, we're talking about the point of sale. It's at the point where two people make a decision and transact that value is created. So in California, I had 45 people on a sales team. We had a script digitally written, every single word. There was a blank for the person's name. There was a blank for whatever their goal was. We'd collect information from them. We'd fill out other blanks with it on the call. Every objection they had, oh, I don't have time right now. I'm not sure this is the right fit for me. I need to talk to my husband. Every single objection that we had a answer in our script. And this is the conversion section. Because if you go through all this work to generate the lead, to nurture them, and they're finally coming to you and they're like, I'm interested in buying, and you don't have the answers to their questions that create a transaction, your conversion's gonna lack. The reality is, if you believe in what you have, you will close the deal. Now, the second activity that matters more than anything else in your business is develop the organization. Your job as an entrepreneur is to create leverage for yourself, because anything great can't be done alone. The people are the most important thing in your business. And so as you develop, you need to have the right people. You're gonna have to develop the team. You have to create the positions. We're going to recruit the people. We're going to equip them to be successful. It doesn't matter if you have one person, it's just you, or you have 100. This is always gonna be your job. So under developing the organization, let's talk about execution pyramid. So at the top, you have vision, strategy, process, tactical execution. So what is vision? This is like where we're going. The strategy, how we're gonna do that. Direct to consumer through our website and e-commerce. The process, how we're gonna do that. We're gonna buy ads. We're gonna use this marketing messaging process to place ads, and then people are gonna come into our business and through the e-commerce site, and then we're gonna follow up with email and text. Tactical execution, what is that? I'm in customer support and I'm actually writing the email. I'm actually writing the copy. I'm actually placing the ad and setting it up in the back end of Facebook. What we need to understand is that as we develop the organization, if we only have people that do the bottom layer of this, then we are going to be responsible for everything else. And so think about the execution pyramid as the path to develop the organization. And so when you're trying to create a position in your business and you're trying to decide if you need it or not, ask yourself, if they started tomorrow, what would I train them to do? If they started tomorrow, what would I train them to do? And that all of a sudden you're like, okay, like it forces into reality. It's like, okay, we can get rid of the cookie cutter job descriptions that are out there and go, what does this person need to do tomorrow to start alleviating pressure, to start giving me back my time so that I can go back and focus on strategy, vision, and making it rain. So I can focus on the things that really are gonna grow the business. And so those are all the keys, some of the keys to developing the organization. And I promise you right now, No matter if you're at 10 million, 100 million, 5 million, 0, 100 grand, 200 grand, 700 grand, doesn't matter. If you make it rain and develop the organization, you are going to have a successful company, because there's too many things for you to think about. But the number one thing you have to think about is how can you make it rain? How can you create oxygen? And then number two is how can you develop your organization so that you can stay on the top half of the execution pyramid and not the bottom half. And so we have to stay above the line on strategy and vision, and our business will continue to be successful, flourish, and grow as we make it rain in our company. So if you guys like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit a like button, drop me a question. We'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know which part about this resonated the most with you, and we'll see you guys on the next one.